Hi everyone, Summer here with Astaria Sen, and I am doing Ethony's hashtag 31 Days of Tarot for 2021. I did last year's too, so I will leave a link to my last year's one down in the description, and a link to Ethony's prompt list for all the days. Now, I'm not doing them daily, I'm going to do them weekly, so here is 1 through 7. So the very first prompt is a 2-card reading, which is energy and the major lesson for 2021. So the energy we got is 2 of Wands. And I feel like this card, and this is from Ethereal Visions, just, I feel like this card is more like a looking out of what's coming in. So like decision making or something like that. So something's coming in and it's going to have to do with how this whole year is going to work out. So I feel like maybe some decisions, I'll have to make some harder decisions or some more in-depth decisions. Let's see what the book says, just so that I have that as well, because I like referencing the book. So where's my wands at? There's my wands. Let's see, 2 of Wands, focus, decisions, discovery, and planning. So discovery, I think, would probably be a good fit for this. He's looking out over there. He's going to discover new things, right? So maybe new things are coming to him. Sweet, right? So maybe this year I'm going to discover something about myself that I didn't already know. Okay, so the next one is the major lesson, and interesting, how interesting is this? It is Judgment, which is a major arcana, major lesson, major arcana, hello. 2021, so these guys look like they are reaching up. This person up here, like normally in the Judgment cards, you see like an angel with a horn and people or souls down below or something like that. And I do kind of feel like this is definitely souls coming up out, and there is that other person there, but I feel like it's more a self-look soul. So maybe there'll be a lot more internalizing of self-discovery. Self-discovery. Yeah, I got this. So I think that judgment upon myself might be a thing for this coming year, a major lesson. Maybe I shouldn't judge myself so harshly. Maybe I should look for my own peace of mind and find that self-discovery that's coming to me, huh? My energy. So let's see what the actual booklet says about judgment here. That way I can just reference it because I'm still learning. Judgment. Judgment shows when it is time for self-evaluation. So yeah, self. You are the crux for reaching a new life and must purge those things that would hinder you from being renewed. So that's interesting. I wonder what I'll be purging this year. Maybe I don't wonder. All right, 2021. We can do this, right? All right, so day 2 is the top 5 tarot decks of 2020. So these are tarot decks that are either purchased in 2020 or released in 2020. So the tarot decks that I got, the very first one on my list, like my number 1, is the Crystal Visions Tarot, which I enjoyed. And then I got the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. None of these were released in 2020, but I got them all in 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So, and then I got the Fae Tarot, which is kind of a cute deck. I haven't worked with it a whole lot, but I do have it. My manly man, my guy, he got me the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot for my birthday in January of 2020, and I have worked with this quite a bit. I do enjoy this deck way more than I thought I would because it has more of a traditional RWS artwork and feel to it. And then this one is, the last one is the Ethereal Visions. I have worked with it on several occasions, and I really do enjoy the Ethereal Visions Tarot. One I got this year, and I plan to continue working with it more as 2021 goes. So the next question is day 3, your top 5 Oracle decks. 2020, same thing, same rules apply, either purchased in 2020 or released in 2020. So my top one, the very first one that's on my top list right now, is the Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes, which goes with the Ethereal Visions. This was released in December. Well, at least I got it in December. It's a Kickstarter. So I have the first edition, and it's a very beautiful deck. I did a walkthrough, so you can find that up here. Let's see, that was released in 2020. And then the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, also released in 2020, but I did enjoy it. Then let's see, there is the Mystical Wisdom deck by Josephine Wall. Such pretty art. It's been on my list for a while. Witchlings I got in 2020 from Paulina Cassidy. Again, some of these decks have already been out for a while. And then the last one is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle by Amy Brown. So, woohoo! Those are all fun, right? Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so what's next? Number 4, top 5 tarot books of 2020. Same rules apply. You either purchased in 2020 or released in 2020. I did not buy a lot of tarot books in 2020, and I did not read a lot of tarot books in 2020. There's only one, and it is the Kitchen Table Tarot. That's the only one I read, and it's the only one I bought. So let's see, what's next? Number 5 is the tarot card that stalked you in 2020, and mine happens to be the 4 of Swords, which is interesting because it's about reflection, it's about meditation, and about rest and stuff like that. I did do a lot of that stuff in 2020. So I did some really cool meditations in 2020, especially towards like October. I got a book that I really enjoyed, and I kind of just threw myself into it, and I accomplished a lot, even meditation wise, that I didn't even realize I'd be able to do. There was a lot of rest because I wasn't able to work as much, COVID, so there were no events for my art, and so I wasn't making art, so I'm kind of just doing my own thing, you know. I even took a little bit of a rest from my spirituality, so there was a lot of mental work going on in that area. So yeah, 4 of Swords stalked me in 2020. All right, number 6, day 6, deck that I finally crossed off my wish list. That's easy. Dark Mansions, yay! I originally wanted to get it when it first came out, but I didn't, and then finally it came around again, and I was like, I'm getting it. All right, and number 7, and it's the last one for this video, and our week will be done. It is the most worked with tarot deck, and why? That would be my Crystal Visions tarot deck. It's the deck I most worked with in 2020. Why? Well, let's see. I got it. I didn't know that I would enjoy it so much. I got it because I kind of liked some of the artwork. It had some fairy stuff going on in it, and of course, I'm fairy. And then when I got it, the purples just spoke to me, and the way the energy of the cards was just so like, it's not like harsh. Like, you pick up some decks and there's a harshness to them, even in the art sometimes. But the readings are pleasant. They're not pleasant as in happy, good, feels, but they're pleasant in they're not going to just tear you down when you're doing a reading. And I really like that. It's also a deck that's great for relationship readings, which are like 90% of the questions I get asked when I do tarot readings. So this was a great deck for 2020 tarot readings, especially in the relationship department. So that is my week for the Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot for 2021. And I will see you guys again next week, because I'm doing them weekly, with the next set of 7 prompts. And I am excited to see what your guys's are too. So do you guys have these decks? Did you guys read Kitchen Table Tarot? Did anybody get The Dreamscapes by Matt Hughes in December? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a very great day.